Brooklyn Bridge. That is the Manhattan Bridge. The Manhattan Bridge, built in 1909. Not a record breaker for its length, architecture, or engineering, but the Manhattan Bridge is a TV star. It has been featured in every episode of Gotham. The Batman prequel. What are you laughing at, kid? We take our Bat Geek stuff very seriously here. Batman is a New Yorker. 1939, Bob Kane and Bill Finger, creating the Dark Knight detective while living up in the Fordham neighborhood of the Bronx. Now, walking the Brooklyn Bridge is probably the single most popular thing that our guests will do from here, and if that is in your plans, let us know. As you are stepping off the boat, I can give you one directional that will get your walk onto the bridge easily started. Now, we should note that we will be going into the last loop of service on the last pickup. The last pickup here in Brooklyn will be at 4:30. So if you do get off the boat now, you got to be back here 4:30 to take the boat past the statue again and to get up to Times Square. Okay, no plan B. Not at this time of year. We are plan A, we are plan B, we are plan Z. Who viewed the abolition of slavery from the United States as the completion of a promise that the United States had made to the world in our Declaration of Independence. The statue also celebrates the 100th anniversary of a form of government and a nation that most European countries thought would not last more than 20 years. The smart money was against the United States surviving 100 years. We'd surprise the world we did. She also celebrates the 100-year partnership that had existed between the United States and France. France is America's longest ally. The statue made her debut on July 4th, 1884, shining like a brand new American penny. She is entirely made of copper mined from Norway. All of that copper is held in place with an iron skeleton designed by Gustav Eiffel, the designer of the Eiffel Tower. In fact, the engineering that holds her together is the prototype of what a few years later would become La Tour Eiffel. Think about it that way. The Statue of Liberty is designed by a bridge builder, and this was his first vertical project. Man, that's got to take a lot of nerve. If this goes south, you're embarrassing yourself and your nation in front of the entire world. Now, after the presentation in Paris, the lady was dismantled, packed into 214 boxes. 2 of those boxes were just the nuts and bolts to put her back together. Yes, she is the world's first really scary IKEA furniture delivery. Arriving and reassembled on January 15th. No, I'm sorry. She was reassembled and dedicated on October 28th, 1886. She's been out here now for 133 years. She's been the first sight of a new life and a new hope for millions from all over the world. And truly, this world does need the inspiration of the Statue of Liberty enlightening the world. So we're going to line up. Everybody's going to get some great photos. But I always, every so often, I want to remind my guests, remember what you've been through to get here. You're an immigrant. It's the 1880s. And you've been traveling below decks for 2 weeks. You know that scene in Titanic where things are locked up? That's what they did with the steerage class passengers. Steerage class passengers were allowed up twice a day. When the wealthy were having lunch, they could be up for 2 hours. And when the wealthy were having dinner, the steerage class could be up for 2 hours. The rest of those 2 weeks, below decks. And you finally come into the Port of New York, and that's the first thing you see. And you're coming from a village where the tallest structure was the church. Have a great time out there, everybody. Enjoy.